The Atlanta Falcons 2025 schedule is officially out. I'll predict their record and much more in this episode of Falcons Talk.
And we coming for that dub like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
I said welcome to Atlanta where the Falcons play, and we going for that dub like every day. Big beats hit the streets, see gangsters roaming, and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning.
What's good, YouTube? It's Tampa Falcons in here, back with another video. Welcome back to Falcons Talk Season 3, Episode 5. Where I'll predict the Falcons record for the 2025 season. Hope you guys enjoyed this brand new edition. Saying goodbye to the slideshows and going to formats more entertaining that can reach a wider audience. So as I said before, I'll predict the Falcons record for the 2025 season. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you're not already, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below what you think the record will be. Everyone is welcome, even Saints fans, Panthers fans, Bucs fans, all NFL fans are welcome to. Put their opinions down in the comments below. But with that being said, let's begin with Week 1, where the Atlanta Falcons will be hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the Falcons open up the 2025 campaign at home versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The last time we took on the Bucs Week 1 dates back to 2016. Where the Jameis Winston-led Buccaneers defeated the Matt Ryan-led Falcons 31-24. The Falcons are going to make the Super Bowl with their opponent, I will speak on later. But going back to this game, this is the first full season under Michael Penix Jr. and also the debut of the newly acquired Falcons via free agency and the draft. And Falcons fans, they should be excited for this game. But despite this, I do have the Falcons losing. The reason is because the team has not been great with season openers at home. Ever since 2020, we had a record of 1-4 in season openers at home. Sure, the Bucs may be without their former offensive coordinator Liam Cohen, now the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, or they may be without their star tackle Tristan Wirfs. And of course, I am aware that last time we hosted the Buccaneers, it was an overtime thriller, beating the Bucs 36-30, thanks to the Daryl Hodge game-winning touchdown. Thank you, Kirk Cousins, for that. But I still see this as a loss, but a very close one. We start 0-1 on the season. Next up, the Falcons hit the road and take on the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday Night Football. The last time we faced the Vikings was last season, deemed the Kirk Cousins homecoming game. The Vikings destroyed the Falcons 42-21. Fast forward nearly a year later, both teams have different starting QBs, J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix. This will become the 2024 College Football National Championship rematch between the two quarterbacks, as J.J. McCarthy and his alma mater Michigan Wolverines getting the better of Penix and his Washington Huskies, 34-13. This ought to be an electrifying matchup to see them play in primetime fashion. Fun fact, Michael Penix is the first left-handed quarterback since Michael Vick to take on the Vikings in Minnesota. OG Falcons will surely remember Vick's electrifying game-winning touchdown run to defeat the Vikings in overtime, 30-24, back in 2002. Can we see some deja vu? Who knows? But nonetheless, this will be a fun and big test for Penix. I have the Falcons win this one, as McCarthy has yet to play in an NFL game, and it will take time for him to get accustomed. We now move on to Week 3, where we visit the Carolina Panthers, who in my opinion will be better than what people think. Of course, not better than us, but better than the Aints. Nonetheless, last time we visited the Panthers, we defeated them 34-20. This should be an easy win for Atlanta, and I'm sticking with that decision. Next up, the Falcons are back at home, this time hosting the Washington Commanders, sadly not in prime time. This marks the 5th consecutive time we have faced Washington, losing each of the 4 previous matchups. This one definitely has a lot more meaning than last time, not just because it depends on Daniels' rematch, but it's also the first time former Falcons head coach Dan Quinn returned to Atlanta after being fired by the team back in 2020 due to an infuriating 0-5 start, which Raheem Morris would take over as interim head coach. And this includes 2 blown fourth quarter leads. Nonetheless, I have Penix getting his revenge over Daniels and Quinn, as the loss last season was gut-punching since Raheem Morris wasted valuable time instead of taking a timeout. We would end up losing 30-24 in overtime. That alone cost Atlanta their playoff hopes. Still, I have the Falcons winning. So now we head into the bye, and the Falcons already have a record of 3-1. I'm not sure why they gave us the bye so early, but that's out of my control. This gives us time to recharge, replenish, and get ready for more football. So after the bye, week 6, we host the Buffalo Bills on Monday Night Football in the classic red helmets. Last time we played Buffalo was in 2021, where we lost 15-29, which penultimately ended our playoffs hopes with a 7-9 record. Bills quarterback Josh Allen is one of the league's top QBs, and his offense and defense is strong. Coming out of the bye and taking on a high-powered team like the Bills, the Falcons will struggle mightily, but it will be close. The Falcons will lose this one, 3-2. In week 7, the Falcons hit the road to take on the San Francisco 49ers for another Sunday Night Football game. Last time we played the 49ers in 2022, where we defeated the 49ers 28-14 in what was the first game wearing the red helmet in years. We will once again be facing our former OC back in 2016, Kyle Shanahan, and former 49er Leonard Floyd and Charlie Warner make their return back to San Fran, this time as Falcons. The 49ers as a whole, they have been riddled with injuries, hindering their playoff implications. Despite this, on paper, I do think the 49ers will be good, and they will defeat the Falcons. In week 8, we are back at home hosting the Miami Dolphins. Last time we took them on was in 2021, where we beat them 30-28. This should be an easy win for the Falcons, as the Dolphins don't pose much of a threat to us, and as a whole, they are not better than the Falcons. And let's be real, Tua is not that good. His O-line is trash, and their defense, aside from Christian Wilkins, is weak. The Falcons will win this one. Then comes week 9, where we take on the road and take on the New England Patriots. Unlike the Falcons, who are quote-unquote not talking about this, I will talk about it. The memes speak for themselves. Be prepared for 28-3 jokes in this game. The last time we faced the Patriots was in 2021, where we got shut out by 25 points at home. To this day, that was the last time we got shut out. This is a chance for the Falcons to finally put the memes to rest and beat the team that cursed them with it. And it's been years, I'm talking decades, since we beat the Patriots. The last time we beat the Patriots was in 1998, where we blew out the Drew Bledsoe-led Patriots 41-10. Quarterbacked by Chris Chandler and coached by the late Dan Reeves. That game included a score of the infamous 28-3. Yes, folks, there was a time where the Falcons were up 28-3 against the Patriots, and they didn't blow it. Ever since then, we haven't been able to beat the Patriots, led by Tom Brady, including the infamous Super Bowl 51, where, well, you know the rest. The Patriots do have a solid team and spent over $100 million revitalizing the team, which could make them a playoff contender. The Falcons went to this game 28-3 joke when the announcers and fans holding the flag will piss the fuck out of a lot of Falcons fans. So I'm here to say 28-3 my ass. Give me the Falcons in a win. Next up is week 10 where we head to the first ever NFL game in Berlin, Germany, taking on the Colts. The last time we played the Colts was in 2023 where Taylor Heineke led the Falcons to a victory, 29-10 on Christmas Eve. Much like the Dolphins, the Colts don't pose much of a threat to Atlanta. Back to back who we don't know who their quarterback will be. This should be another easy win for the Falcons. It is now week 11 and the Falcons are hosting the Panthers for a division rematch. Last year when we hosted the Panthers, we lost overtime 38-44 in Penish's breakout game. Going back to the season, the last matchup in the NFL Falcons win. Do I see the Falcons sweeping the Panthers? Not this time. We will split with the Panthers. Moving on to week 12, we hit the road and faced the Aints. The last time we visited them, it was the debut of then interim head coach Darren Rizzi, and we lost 17-20. Did the Falcons enter enemy territory and defeat the Aints? Sadly, no. As abysmal as the Aints are, they always find a way to beat us. But always and forever, fuck the Aints. After that, we fly up north and take on the New York Jets in week 13. Last time we played them was in 2023 when we beat them 13-8 in what will be one of the ugliest and boring games of that season. Nonetheless, facing Justin Fields. Despite his mobility, the Falcons' pass rush will wreak havoc and cause him trouble. The Falcons win. Following that, the Falcons are back at home, hosting the Seattle Seahawks in week 14. The last time we played them was last year when we got destroyed 34-14. This will also Penix's first ever action in a football game, being put during garbage time reps. Nonetheless, the Seahawks are much different with a new quarterback at Sam Darnold and a new wide receiver in Cooper Kupp. Do the Falcons pull off the win? Not quite, but they do keep it close instead of a 3-score deficit loss. Then comes week 15 where we visit the Buccaneers for a rematch on Thursday Night Football. In our last visit, we defeated them 31-26, marking a series sweep on Tampa Bay. Since we lost to the Buccaneers in the first matchup, there is no sweep. The matchup will be iconic as both teams are wearing their colored throwbacks, with the Bucs wearing their orange creamsicle jerseys and the Falcons wearing their throwbacks, the red helmets. The last memorable game where we beat Tampa dates back to 2017, where we not only defeated Tampa, but former Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan dropped his iconic mic'd up cadence. Check it out.
Their win.
Get fucking set!
Oh. Yep, get fucking set. Never gets old. Falcons win and split with Tampa. Following that, in week 16, we visited the Arizona Cardinals in our final road game. Last time we played them in 2023, we lost 23-25 in a massive letdown by the defense. Nonetheless, the Falcons are going to be a good team, but I think the Falcons are going to have the leverage and they will beat the Cardinals. Next comes week 15 where the Los Angeles Rams come to Atlanta in what becomes the final Monday Night Football game and primetime game of the year. The last time we played them was in 2022, where we nearly completed the 28-3 comeback, which would have finally put the 28-3 jokes to cease. But the Falcons did what they best, blow the opportunity, and they lost 31-27. The Rams are not a team to be played with. they are stacked both offensively and defensively. Falcons face a tough challenge. They could keep it close, but I still see us losing this game. The Ravens are overpowered, and it will be very tough. Finally comes the season finale, Week 18, hosting the Aints. In their last visit in Atlanta, Younghoe Koo sealed the deal with a game-winning field goal, beating the Aints 26-24. Falcons lost the first game in the series, but now they are in sudden death mode. If they win, they make the playoffs and potentially win the NFC South. But if they lose, they miss the playoffs for the 8th consecutive time. So the question is, do they finally break the cycle? Or are these the same old Falcons as before? My answer, I said it once and I'll say it again. Fuck the Aints. We beat the Aints, win the South, and make it to the playoffs for their first time since 2017. With all that being said, the Falcons' record for the 2025 NFL season will be 10-7, finally ending the playoff drought. But what will happen then? What happens after we make the playoffs? Only time will tell. But the journey to the playoffs, more notably, the ultimate goal, winning the Super Bowl and lifting the Lombardi Trophy, all starts week 1, game by game. No bullshit, no gimmicks, just playing competitive football and getting it the fuck together. And that's going to conclude this new edition of Falcons Talk. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for sticking through the entire video. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new uploads. And comment down below what you think the Falcons record will be this season. I will try to speed up the process and get the final 2 episodes of Falcons Talk out and the 2025 half video, as well as game previews and game reviews throughout the regular season. The last high video I made last year, it blew up, and it's still the most popular video on my channel. Feel free to check it out. But that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.